Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be reacting to Aura Experts content creator tier list. I'm only going to be doing my part. I don't know if you noticed, but this video is an hour and a half long. This man went deep into every single person and his reasonings on why he put them in the tier list. I sat here and I watched the entire thing, so I watched all of it. We're only going to be reacting to my part, because there's a few things I want to respond to. Um, if you want to check out the rest of the video, there will be a link in the description below. Go check that out. Um, yeah. When I watched my part, first off, I'd like to say, Aura, if you're watching this, um, that made me feel absolutely amazing, man. Um, it hit the heart. You have no idea. But yeah, I'm gonna be commenting on some of the things that he is talking about when it comes to my placement. So let's just go ahead and get right into it.
So now up, we got the boy VADER. Now before I say anything good, stop making all these goddamn channels, man. They piss me off. So, okay, I get it. It's a thing in the gacha community to have a channel for every gacha game you play. Don't fucking do that, man, please. It's not good for anyone's soul.
So this is probably the biggest thing I wanted to talk about because this is kind of like his only negative that he talks about for me. And I kind of want to like go over why I did it. So there's multiple reasons why I did it, because beforehand the idea popped up in my head and I thought about it. I thought about it for a long time. Like months. I was thinking about like whether or not I should, because there was always this thing in the back of my head that was saying, "Nah, it's probably not a good idea. Don't do it." But I eventually came to the conclusion to do it, and here's why. So with the multiple accounts thing, I I at one point making videos for Grand Cross started to realize that I'm not really gonna get anywhere making Grand Cross videos. Now, to get a little personal with this, please excuse me because this is probably gonna make the video a lot longer than I initially would have wanted it to be, and it's probably gonna get just maybe a little personal. Um, but when I started my channel, the idea was I wanted to connect with the community at a greater level and interact with people and help people. That was always my vision, right? Because I loved the game, I loved Grand Cross, and I loved the community. So I wanted to have something that would, give me a voice within the community, give me what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of, I don't know. Being a YouTuber in a small gaming community, that's what I was looking for. Something that would allow me to not only help people and interact with people, but give me some kind of voice, some kind of identity within the community. Yeah. So that's kind of why I started the channel. But obviously, to do that, to have the voice that you want to have, you gotta grow. I really enjoy making content. Not just because I enjoy Grand Cross, but just because, making videos and interacting with people as a YouTuber, I really do enjoy it. It's a lot of work, don't get me wrong. It's a whole hell of a lot more work than I initially thought it would be. But I still love it either way. Now, if it was up to me, if I didn't have to worry about working a full-time job, and I had the time and I had the setup, I would be making several videos every single day. I'd be pumping out like 3 videos a day on the main channel, 2 videos each on the side channels. I'd be pumping out videos like crazy because I love doing it. It's a lot of work, but oh my god, is it fulfilling? Like, it just feels right. That's what I want to do. Like, I don't think I've ever done anything in my entire life that felt so right as being a content creator. Now, as far as the multiple channels, especially because like you guys might be confused, my main channel, I upload a shit ton of Grand Cross content, and then I have a side channel that's also for Grand Cross content. So listen, here's the reason. Making Grand Cross content, I realized I was not going to grow at anywhere near the level I needed to grow to get to where I need to be. So, but I still really love making Grand Cross content. So the idea was with the main channel, I want that to just be an all around, just my main channel. Just I want to upload what I want to upload when I want to upload it. Okay. Now, in order to do that on YouTube, you need to have a decent sized following. I mean, a big following, right? You got to be like, you got to be up there, right? To upload just whatever you want. Because there's this little thing on YouTube called the algorithm. The algorithm sucks. So basically, if I upload a bunch of Grand Cross content and my videos are gaining traction and I'm starting to see numbers popping up, and I go over and I make an Epic 7 video, that video doesn't get shit because of the algorithm, and it will mess up my algorithm. If I upload that Epic 7 video, the next couple Grand Cross videos I upload aren't going to do as well as the previous ones because it's going to mess up your algorithm. I'm not the only one that's seen it. Afro, he uploads Grand Cross, Dokkan. He uploads multiple stuff to his main channel, and he tells me all the time, like when I first initially started trying to upload more than just Grand Cross content, he personally told me, hey, don't do that. You're going to mess up your algorithm, because it messed up his algorithm. So it kind of worried me a little bit. I was like, maybe I should just make another channel to upload other stuff. But I thought about it because, Grand Cross isn't going to get me where I need to be. The main channel is called just VADER SENPAI, right? I'm not going to make a whole nother channel to just be kind of my personality channel, because I want VADER SENPAI to be the main channel. So if I'm gonna still upload Grand Cross content as like a Grand Cross channel, I'm gonna need a whole separate channel for that, which is why the Grand Cross channel was created. Now, the reason I'm still uploading mostly Grand Cross to the main channel is because neither channel is where I need it to be. So in order to get the Grand Cross channel where it needs to be, I need to continue to work on it and build on it over time. So the idea was I'm going to create the second channel, and I'm going to upload videos on both channels and build them both up. And slowly, like every time I gain traction on the main channel, I slowly start to, push people towards the Grand Cross channel. And then once the Grand Cross channel got to where it needed to be, then I could just start doing whatever I wanted to do with the main channel. Now, after I did that, I was on the fence about doing the Epic 7 channel, and I've got a couple more channels in mind, so hang on. I still got more to say, so be patient with me. Hold up. So with the Epic 7 channel, I was waiting on that one. Like, I wasn't planning on making that one for a while because I don't think I'm ready to do that. I really want to start making Epic 7 content because I really love the game. But it occurred to me something that I've kind of known for a little while, and anybody who wants to become a content creator, this is a little bit of a tip. If you want to be a content creator on YouTube, it's not about the quality of your videos at first. It's not about your setup. It's about getting in there and getting it done, okay? If you wait, you are hurting yourself. Don't wait. Just start getting it out. It does not matter. Everybody's first few videos are cringe. Just trust me. Your first videos are going to be, you're going to look back and you'll be like, wow, I really made this video. What was I thinking? Don't worry. Just the earlier you start, the better. Get your stuff out there. Get started. So I kept that in mind when I started the Epic 7 channel. I was like, if I don't get it out there, if I don't get started, then it's not going to go. Like, I'm just shooting myself in the foot. I'm hurting myself in the long run. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to start the channel and I'm going to use it to document my progression with Epic 7 without hurting the main channel's algorithm. And then, once the main channel gets where it needs to be, then I can start doing whatever I want with it. And another thing is the identity part of it, right? So I'm one of those kind of people that, like, I want everything to be, like, themed, right? So if you look at my main channel, I have the Ludosio profile picture. I have the banner looking the way it is. And I'm trying to theme it and center it around being a multiple gacha anime type channel, right? Where I'm not doing anything specific. I'm doing whatever I want. Now, if you look at the Grand Cross channel, it has the almost the same profile picture. I'm eventually going to change the main channel profile picture, um, but that's going to be later on down the line. But if you look at the Grand Cross channel, it's got the Ludocio profile picture, and in the banner it also has Ludocio, and it says Vader Senpai Grand Cross. Right? It's to the point. It's exactly how I wanted it. Now, granted, I did when Bladesfer made me that. I didn't tell him to make me that. He just made it, and it was perfect. Like Blade, if you're watching this, I want you to know right now, every single banner you made me is perfect. Okay, like I was blown away every single time you sent me the banner. Anyways, moving on. I want everything themed, right? So if I'm gonna have a Grand Cross channel, I want it to be a Grand Cross channel. Like I want it to have all the pretty colors that fit around my favorite character. I want my favorite character up front and center. I want all my videos to follow a certain layout. But if I'm making Epic 7 content, it's not going to match the Grand Cross content. So an Epic 7 channel will have everything the way I want it built out to fit that theme that I'm trying to accomplish. And one of the biggest things, and I think this is like from an artist point of view, like, because at some point in this video, you do mention how you're an artist, so you look at things from that perspective. Think of it as somebody, so I have like hyper OCD, where everything has to be a specific way for me, or like it bothers me, right? So looking at it from this, I also have like a hyper active imagination where like I'm constantly overthinking every little detail of every little thing, and I want to go through all these different like multi-layered steps, and it's insane. But like if I just make one channel and upload one thing and keep following this specific kind of pattern without trying to branch off, like if I'm trying to branch off and make content for other things, but I'm following the same pattern that I feel like doesn't fit my vision for that type of content, it's going to bother the ever living shit out of me. So the way to properly ease my mind is to go through with all the different channels and have my different layouts, my overlays, the profile picture, the banner. I want everything to be themed in a specific way that's going to ease my mind. Now, doing that takes a shit ton of work. Like making these different channels, it's another way I'm shooting myself in the foot, because that's so much work that's going to need to go into making all that stuff. But I really, honest to God, enjoy that stuff. So the idea is, if I can get to the point, if I can grow where I can start making enough money off of being a content creator that I can quit my full-time job, that's obviously the goal. And obviously that's going to take a long time. It's going to be a long time down the road that I'm going to do that. But it'll be worth it because I enjoy it. I love doing it. Honestly, everybody wants to build a career out of what they love doing. And that's what I want to do. Now, as far as, the YouTube channel goes, most of this is experimental, okay? If you see me with these multiple channels, I'm experimenting. I'm trying to see what is working, what's going to happen, and I'm using it to plan out how I want to do things in the future. So yes, I don't expect everybody to go through and subscribe to every single one of my channels, although I do see you're subscribed to both of them, and I appreciate that. You're my boy, man. But yeah, I don't expect everybody to go through and do that. I never expect anybody to subscribe to my main channel. And everybody that is, I appreciate you guys. You guys are my family. And I mean that from like the deepest parts of my heart. You guys are my family. But yeah, I'm gonna continue to try to grow and connect with the community the best I can and help everybody out along the way. Like I love building a community and helping people out. That's the reason I started my channel. That's like one of my biggest passions in life is, helping out my community. But yeah, I think that's enough rambling for this part. Let me continue the video.
So now you have your main channel, which I'm on now. I like that's fine. You have a Grand Cross channel. Why? When majority of the content on your main channel is Grand Cross, why do you have a Grand Cross channel? And then you have an Epic 7 channel. That's fine. I like, sure. But again, you have a main channel that doubles to triples both of these channel subscriptions. Don't make another channel to upload Grand Cross only and Epic 7 only. When you have a channel right here that is perfectly fine uploading whatever you want. Literally, your banner is Grand Cross, Dokkan, fucking Slime, whichever games have Slime, Epic 7 and all that stuff. ReZero, whatever games have that. Like, bro, your main channel is more than enough. You don't have to make these second and third and fourth channels, bro. Like, I get it. Like, even still, like, you upload your Grand Cross, you have your accounts in Gacha period, your versus stuff. You don't need another channel for this stuff. No one's going to actually.
Can I point out real quick, like, how fire the views I've been getting on some of these videos have been? Like, thank you guys so much. These videos have been getting a lot of views, and you guys are blowing me out of the water right now. I'm loving it. Also, if you're watching this, go show Aura the same love you guys show me, man. He deserves it, honestly. He's a goat. He's the real one.
Actually go to your other channels to view that stuff. Not to be rude or anything, but it's just not worth it, my guy. You're good with your main channel. Your main channel is fucking goated. But that's like the one big gripe. And then also, you know, intros, outros, take them out the fucking game. You don't need them.
Oh, the intros outro thing. So, that's another thing that I really, really enjoy doing is, you know, going through and making those intros and outros. Like, I realize you guys are just going to sit there and it's only like a couple of seconds in the very beginning of the video or like a few seconds at the end of the video, and you guys probably aren't going to think too much about it. But for me, it takes me a while to make those, and I'm sitting there and I'm cutting things, you know, videos apart and putting them together and adding different like overlays and different things to it. That's more from like another art point of view. Like, I don't know, I just really enjoy making those, and I'm not just gonna upload like a 10-second video to my channel so you guys can see this cool little mix mash of ultimates or something that I threw together. I'm not gonna do that. But I really, really, really enjoy making those. It helps add a level of personality to my content, because if I were to just do the same thing every Grand Cross YouTuber did, if say, you know, I'm uploading the same PvP videos that all the other ones are making, if I'm uploading the same guides as all the other ones are making, what is, for me, what is standing out for my channel compared to everybody else, right? But if I add, you know, these small little details, right? If I, you know, give myself a personality in there, or, you know, I have a little bit of intro outro thing that shows my specific favorite characters, and do these little tiny things here and there. Yeah, sure, you know, maybe some people don't like having intros or outros in the videos, but it's going to add something to my channel that when people click on that channel and they see that, they're familiarized with it, right? If they're continuously watching my videos, they're like, they know this is VADER's content. This is a VADER video. You know what I mean? Like, it's pattern recognition. People look at that and they start to associate that thing with you, right? So if I have Ludocio pop up at the beginning of every single one of my videos or at the end of every single one of my videos, I am now associated with Ludo. I mean, granted, he's my profile picture, but like, you know, it's just those repetitive things that it gets into people's minds, into their subconscious, and it helps, you know, build your identity in the community. I don't know. It's this whole thing, but overall, I do it because I enjoy doing it. I don't, honestly, when I make a video, and it's going to sound kind of weird because I'm making the videos for the community, but when I make the videos, the way I make them, I do it in my envisionment, what I think I would enjoy the most. Because honestly, I like making these videos the way I do, and I'm not going to change them for anybody else. To be honest with you. Now, if people say, "Hey, VADER, I think it'd be really cool if you did this," you know, I might be like, "Yeah, sure. Let me make a video specific for some request, because why not? That might be a cool idea." But overall, I'm going to continue doing what I enjoy and how I think I want my content to go. I mean, obviously, I do appreciate the you know, the pointers and everything. I'm going to keep the intros and outros just because it helps. It makes me feel better about keeping my videos a specific way. You know what I mean? Like, if I just start my video out and it doesn't have the intro and outro, it's gonna feel weird to me. Now I get that some people might not like that just because they want to watch the video for the content of the video. They don't want to watch the video for an intro or whatever. But I honestly love videos with intros and outros. Back in the day when Kabuki had his intro, oh my god, like I'd click on that video and I'd watch that video and it instantly got me hyped. Like, bro, I'm watching a fucking Kabuki video, man. I am hyped. I am ready for this. Let's get into the video, Um, yeah, so I think videos with intros and outros, well, okay, not so much the outro part because outros don't matter as much. The intros for the recognition and the hype. The outros more so just because at the end of the video, having that little buffer zone where the recommended videos and stuff will pop up, and it's just another layer of recognition. It's like, oh well, this is the end of the video. I could back out and go watch some other channel, or I can click on the next video and watch another VADER Senpai video. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't 100% know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of going with the flow and seeing what works. And honestly, I enjoy how things have been going so far.
That's my only gripes about VADER's channel, like actually. But other than that, though, we can just talk about VADER's stuff, right? His fucking banner is absolutely beautiful. I don't know who did this one, but this shit looks
That would be Untold. He streams on Twitch sometimes. He used to be in the Grand Cross community. He kind of quit. But yeah, he does really good art with that stuff, and right now he's trying to make music. But yeah, I hit him up, was like, hey man, I'll give you I'm not gonna disclose what I gave him for the the thing, but he did an amazing job. Yeah, I'm extremely happy with it. So yeah, Untold made that banner, and then all my other banners were made by Bladesiver. As far as I know, Untold doesn't do commissions for that kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure he just did it because I was a friend. I don't know. I might be wrong. Maybe he does want commissions for that stuff. Untold, if you're watching this right now and you want commissions for this, comment or something. But yeah, Blades for 100% does commissions for that stuff, and his banners are absolutely gorgeous. So I will leave a link in the description below to his Twitter. Go hit him up if you are interested. But yeah.
crazy. I love it. His profile picture is pretty nice, pretty chill. It represents his Ludocio, his goddess fetish.
We don't talk about that.
I love his thumbnail style. Granted, I will say, sometimes it's a little repetitive when it comes to him making his goddess thumbnails. Or like any
Okay, so when it comes to goddess thumbnails, you gotta realize in Grand Cross, there's a very limited amount of goddesses that you can use in the meta. So honestly, it's really hard when you're trying to be the main, like, goddess user in this game on YouTube, in the YouTube community. Because how many times can I remake a thumbnail and try to make it unique and different? I mean, I definitely try, and I'm gonna keep trying, but like, it is always difficult when I'm trying to make a goddess video and I'm trying to make a thumbnail for it, because I'm like, I kind of already did that, so how can I make this one different? But like, if I'm gonna upload a video on like the Unknown Team or something, I don't make those videos as often, so it's a lot easier to make those thumbnails. So I always feel like those thumbnails turn out better.
thumbnails with these like abstract colored backgrounds, they stand out. Yes, I like them, but I'm not a fan of them.
I think that's another thing that's probably just a more personal thing for him, and I know a lot of other people probably agree with him. So when I was making my channel, I wanted mine to have a like neon kind of theme to it. I wanted these bright colors that specific colors that like mesh a certain way. Because again, I was trying to build a brand. I'm trying to build something recognizable, something that people will be like if they're scrolling through YouTube and all they can see like quick out of their eye is just the thumbnail, and like they're not necessarily reading these small letters. They just like, I want this thumbnail to catch in their eye and be like, that's a VADER Senpai thumbnail, because like it matches a specific. It's got the neon colors. It's got these colors that clash in a certain way. It's got these characters specifically set up in this specific way. That's what I was aiming for. I want my stuff to be recognizable as my stuff. You know what I mean?
I like his thumbnail style though. Not gonna lie, it's pretty good. Some of his thumbnails are fucking crack. Like this ReZero one for Summons It Cracked. The one where he reacted to my Goddess video, I like that one a lot actually. And there's some other ones that are pretty good out there, but like, it's not the best in terms of thumbnails.
Also, so yeah, I'll point out that I am definitely not the greatest when it comes to making thumbnails. And eventually, when I get to the point where I'm making enough money, I'm gonna have Bladestoffer make my thumbnails for me. Um, but I mean, as far as like how I've been doing things, I think my thumbnails turn out great or turn out pretty good. Um, I so like you, or I do 90% of or 99% of the stuff I do for this channel on my phone because my laptop sucks. So I make all my thumbnails on my phone and everything. And I just use Canva. Okay, I don't really go too crazy on trying to make these thumbnails. Um, Honestly, I spend probably like 2 minutes at the least and 10 minutes at the most making a thumbnail. If I really want the thumbnail to pop, I'll spend a more time on it. But for the most part, for most thumbnails, I'm just trying to get them out there. So I'll spend like 2 minutes on the thumbnail. I don't go too crazy just because I'm still, at that small level growing stage. And yes, thumbnails are very important. You want them to pop in a specific way. But I feel like I don't have the skill to make them pop as much as I would want them to. Also, can I point out this video that he's on right now has 617 views? Oh my god. That was only a month ago. um Man, I am super happy with how things have been looking so far lately on the channel. Yeah.
Now, when we get out of that side though, on a positive note, Vader, you know I love you, right? You're the homie. All of y'all, again, all of y'all are homies. Vader has a very chill, friendly personality. He will ASMR your ass into the ground if you
I appreciate that, man.
really wanted to. But it's alright, we don't want none of that here. I'm not a fan of that shit. His background music on his videos, boppy, your traditional gotcha background music. I love it. It's perfect for his content. His banner, his over.
Can I just say real quick, out of every single Grand Cross YouTuber in the community, Aura, you have the best background music ever, bro. Like, I don't know where you find your shit, but like, I'm jealous. That shit's amazing. I do want to try to find some kind of unique style with mine. I know my earlier videos had kind of like this what kind of music was it? It was like almost 80s style, like synthwave kind of music feel to it. And I did enjoy that for a while and I was liking it, but I don't know, over time I started to feel like it didn't fit the content. So yeah, I do want to try to find something that's unique to me that fits my style and my content. I just haven't found it yet. So I mean, I have kind of been falling a little bit towards like what everybody else does with the Dokkan music. Although I will say I pick and choose which Dokkan OSTs I use in the video. The ones that I like the most. But yeah.
Overlay. His overlay, I wish I could show it, but if I show a video, it's not going to look good. On top of, I can't really mute the shit. But he has multiple overlays. One of his overlays that are like animated, he's made.
So, the thing with the multiple overlays also goes back to me wanting to have multiple different things and different styles that fit the videos. And I really enjoy making the overlays. So, even though I'm not the greatest at it, I try to make things unique and fit a specific style. I don't want to use the same overlay every single time in every single video. So I make a bunch of different ones. When something special comes out, like for example, for my Halloween special I'm going to make, I'm going to have a Halloween specific overlay that I'm going to use for that video, and you guys probably won't ever see it again. I don't know, that's just the way my brain works. I want things to fit a specific way. I don't want to use a blue overlay with Ludosio on it if it's a Halloween themed video, you know what I mean? Like if you go back and watch my New Year's special, I redid the whole overlay to make it like New Year's themed with the New Year's units, and I only used it for that one video. So I mean, I don't know. That's just the way my brain works.
Animated from the same person that did mine. I inspired him to get that. I love that. But I am still pissed about it. Don't you get me wrong, motherfucker. But his overlays outside of that, though, his traditional goddess overlay is pretty fucking nice. Because he's not the traditional keep you in the middle. He will have his video slightly to the left.
I'm glad you pointed that out because the only other person that's ever pointed that was Rigatoni. And that is one thing I love about my videos that I did that. I don't know. I like it. It feels special to me having it just slightly to the left. Um, I don't know. It, it makes me feel special.
Make it a little bit different, which I'm not mad at all. Like, as an artist myself, I critique all of these little small details, and I really do like that a lot. It puts them a little bit different than the rest, you know? And outside of that, though, his content as a whole is a very good rotation of content. He doesn't focus on, like, PvP. He doesn't even focus on Grand Cross that often, but it is a Grand Cross focused type of thing. This is a gacha, and it's one of the...
So can I point out how difficult it can be to do that, to try to make your videos not the same every single time, try to mix things up and make unique different things? As a content creator that works pretty much 10 hours a day full time every single week, as a manager of a pizza joint, I never have time. So, which is also another reason why you might see, like, notice how there's like this video is uploaded 5 days ago, this one 4 days ago, 4 days ago, and then 12 hours, and then 5. Like, it is extremely difficult to try to do this. Being a content creator is not easy. Like, if anybody's watching this and, say you work a job like me where you're full-time, in the grind, hands, in the dirt, getting things done, and you look at a content creator like Nagato who's making a ton of money off YouTube, and you're like, man, this guy's got it easy. He just plays games and uploads it to YouTube, and no, you guys don't realize making content, and this is coming from somebody who's been, working his butt off since he was 16, trying to pay his rent and shit because he was on his own or whatever. Making content on YouTube is not easy. It is very difficult. The people that are able to make it a full-time job, 100% respect. Like, if you're able to make it, you earned it, okay? Making YouTube videos and being a legitimate content creator is extremely difficult. And even Twitch streamers, like, okay, me and DC had this conversation once, talking about the differences between streaming on Twitch and making YouTube videos, because you're both content creators, you're both doing very similar things. But we were talking about the differences and, like, the difficulty level of doing those things. He was talking about how it's so much easier. He didn't want to be a YouTuber. He tried it. He's done it before, but he stopped being a YouTuber and he just wanted to focus on Twitch streaming because it was easier in a specific aspect where all you got to do is set up your overlay and everything, get your setup all the way you want it, and you're done with that part. You're done with that aspect, and all you have to do is stream, and you're chilling, right? Versus being a YouTuber, you gotta constantly be editing and creating and doing different things, coming up with different ideas. Now, that's not saying being a Twitch streamer is easier than YouTube. It might be slightly easier, but if you are not a streamer, you don't realize, like, how taxing and how tiring streaming can be, because I do it sometimes, right? I used to do it a lot more often. But if you stream for 7 hours, you might think, oh, I've sat down and I've played a video game for 7 hours. Like, what's the big deal? For some reason, streaming a video game versus just playing a video game is so much more taxing and so much more tiring. Like, for my birthday stream this year, back in April, I streamed Grand Cross for 7 hours, and I was so worn. Like, I woke up, I spent like an hour or two, waking up, getting ready in the morning, eating, that kind of stuff. And then I just streamed for 7 hours, and I was so exhausted and tired. I took like a 5-hour nap afterwards. I was so exhausted. And it was on my birthday too. Because, like, streaming for some reason takes it out of you. It's really tiring. It's more work than you think it would be, even though you're just sitting there playing a video game while people watch you. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just tiring. Whereas making YouTube videos is just a lot of hard work because you're doing a lot of editing and a lot of different art and stuff like that. You got to make sure everything fits properly. You're trying to come up with different ideas to stay fresh. Being a content creator is not easy, guys.
most popular gachas out currently. But he at least gives himself time to talk about different gachas, talk about Dokkan, talk about Epic 7, talk about, what he wants to. And I fuck with that. But the biggest thing for me, for Vader, in terms of the positives, he is the most helpful individual in the community. Period. No one helps out smaller creators as much as Vader. Now, okay, how do I put this? I wouldn't be into none of this community-esque stuff. I would still be riding solo, doing my own thing if it wasn't for Vader finding me on YouTube at some point and then putting me on to his Twitter and the people he follows on Twitter that are all Grand Cross affiliates type thing. That's the one thing about Vader that no one can take away from him. He is the biggest help in the community for smaller content creators than anyone else.
I appreciate that, man. Like, honestly, my goal starting this channel was to, bring more people together in the community. Again, that is like my biggest passion, is just bringing people together and being a big part of the community. I mean, honestly, that's why I started the channel, but like, it brings me so much joy when I start talking to another creator and like, start, doing videos together, or, just talking and interacting and stuff, bouncing ideas off each other and stuff. That I love that shit. Like, I thrive off that shit. That's kind of why I started the whole series where I want to fight other content creators, or I want to fight every single content creator for Grand Cross, is because I want to have that level of community. I want to have that connection with people. I know I haven't uploaded one of those recently. It's been a minute. That's mostly because my microphone died a while back, but I got the new one. But don't worry. I've been in the talks with people. I have more coming soon. I promise. I mean, shit. As soon as Ori gets off his ass, hopefully we can have ours out. But yeah, man, I love collabing with other people. If anybody's watching this and you're a Grand Cross content creator, hit me up, please. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Discord. Hit me up. I want to do this shit. That is my favorite thing to do, is collab with other content creators. I love that shit. I love interaction within the community. I wish more content creators did it. Like, I love watching people interact like that, because it's personalities coming together and making something beautiful. Like, I don't know what it is. There's just something about that level of like content that is just absolutely gorgeous to me.
Now, I say this, right? And I have a bigger following than him. But that's not really the point. I have a bigger following, yes. I have 340 subs, he has 220. But the thing is, my Grand Cross following is minute. No one in the Grand Cross community really follows my content. But they only started following my content regularly because of Vader. And that's just a fucking dub and a half. So, yeah. We're done talking about you, man. You've been going on for too long. Let's go slide you over to your tier list. And with the tier list, I think it's easy to say, due to the fact, not because of like what you've done for me or how you impacted my Grand Cross community and stuff like that. This is only because you have like your cons on my end are very minute. I'm like, bro, just delete those other channels, please, for the love of God, please delete those channels. Delete those channels.
I will not.
And remove your intros and outros, and you would have like the perfect channel that I could just sit back and vibe with. So honestly, you get S tier. Vader is a genuine S tier content creator. And this is insane when you think about it. He's too helpful for y'all niggas. Like, y'all don't deserve him. I don't deserve him. And like, he should just be up there with the big dogs by now. But he only has 200 subs, man. It's unfortunate.
I am working on it, man. I genuinely I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it so much. I personally don't see myself as S tier, but I mean that's just me being humble, I guess. But I mean, I do try. I try my hardest. I love this. I love creating content, and I love being an active part of this community. I wish I could upload more. I mean, I try to upload consistently, but I wish I could upload more. Like, I wish I could be sitting here like 3-4 videos a day. I just don't have the time. It's very unfortunate, but I'm gonna continue to work on it, and I'm gonna continue to improve every single day, and get my stuff out there. It's my biggest goal right now. It's my passion. But yeah, and I really do look up to you, man, and your content. Your content's amazing. So you know, that it makes me feel really good to hear you say that, and the fact that you think I'm up at the level of some of these other amazing people. That's pretty great, man. It makes me feel good about myself.
Subscribe to him. He needs it.
Yes, subscribe, please subscribe. I'm trying to grow, man.
He definitely needs it. He puts more work into this community than I've ever done. But yeah, we're done talking about this man. Let's go hop on to the next guy. No.
All right, man. Well, that's gonna go ahead and do it for this video. Ended up being longer than I initially thought it was going to be, but yeah, if you guys have not yet, please go check out Aura Expert. Go like this video first off. Comment saying Archangel Best Team, and then subscribe to him. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and y'all have a wonderful day.